This is Mark Bell from supertraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. We have a question today from the Power Project Army from Jared Frost. Again, if you'd like to submit a question to me and have me try to get to it, shoot me an email at powerprojectarmy@yahoo.com. This message is brought to you by howmuchyoubench.net and the only strength magazine in the world, the powermagazine.com. Jared has a question about deadlifting. He wants to know why his deadlift has decreased. He doesn't know what the hell is going on. Well, there are many reasons why things like this can happen. Reason number one is just that you're going too heavy too often. And that kind of seems to be the case with what you laid out for me in your email. Reason number two could be that your back is worn out from other types of training, from other types of activity. Maybe you're a person that likes to run, or maybe you're a person that does CrossFit, or maybe you just did some heavy squats 2 or 3 days ago. Not really sure what the case is there, but take a look at that and make sure that you're not doing anything to interfere with the intent of your workout. If you intend on Friday to go full blast and to destroy yourself and to try to get a PR deadlift, then don't go out and drink on Thursday night. Don't squat on Thursday. Don't do shit on Thursday. Try to rest up and try to focus in on the intent, the goal of the next day, because this stuff matters to you so much that you sat down at your computer and typed out a crafty little email and sent it to the people's coach. So I know it means a lot to you, so if it means a lot to you, make sure you're pouring a lot into it so you get a lot back out of it. Another thing is get rid of some of these heavy lifts every about 3rd or 4th week. Put in some speed deadlifting. Do some speed pulls. You said you're a conventional deadlifter, so do some speed pulling. It's going to help with force production, form perfection. When you're done with your speed pulls, you can work on something like a front squat. Many lifters over the years have had a lot of success utilizing the front squat to help bring up their conventional pull. Make sure you're doing things to work your legs. A lot of times people aren't looking at the assistance exercises, the accessory work, the special exercises, and that is where they go wrong. It's kind of a 50-50, basically. You can only do so many barbell movements. The beauty of doing barbell movements is that you're doing barbell movements and you're getting the benefits of utilizing a barbell. The beauty of assistance exercises aren't that they're that great or anything that special or anything that scientific. It's the fact that you are not using a barbell and you are not smashing yourself into the ground. So make sure your assistance work is up. Make sure you're doing lat work. Make sure you're doing rows. If you can handle pull-ups, make sure you're doing pull-ups. Make sure you're doing ab work. Make sure you're doing grip work. Everyone always says, I don't have a grip problem. But I swear to you that if you work on a little bit of grip work once or twice a week, or once a week even, just pick 1 or 2 exercises in a workout for your grip, and I guarantee you your deadlifts will feel easier. I can't guarantee that your deadlifts go up because there's too many factors that go on in that, but I will tell you that they will feel easier. Think about when you go to pull 135, how much differently it feels than trying to pull 500. Those heavier weights, they start to just move around your fingers a little bit. And you may not notice it too drastically, but anytime there's a change in your grip, there's a change in your back angle as well. It's kind of a protective mechanism of your body. Your body will start to round over. You can kind of see guys do it. They just dump everything into their fingers. As soon as everything's dumped into their fingers, and everything's dumped into their lower back, and then they take a giant dump in their pants and they miss the lift, right? So take some time to implement some speed training. That'll help a lot because you're probably just slowing down. You're probably starting to move slower and slower. You said you did a 395 pull, then you went in the gym and you tried to do a 365 pull a few months later and completely bombed out and missed it. And that kind of thing should never happen to you. Don't allow it to happen to you again. Make sure you're staying on top of everything. Drag the sled, do GHRs, glute ham raises, do good mornings. Make sure you're staying on top of all this stuff. It's a lot to manage sometimes, but you only need about 4 exercises per workout, maybe 5, about 4 or 5 exercises per workout. But just try to make sure that each exercise makes sense for you. Where are you missing your lifts? You might want to try to factor some of that in. You said that you've been messing with some deficit pulls. but you did say that you did 395 without doing the deficit pulls, it sounds like. So if that's the case, maybe ditch the deficit pulls. Maybe deficit pulls aren't something that are great for you. You didn't mention your body weight, I don't think. But I did notice that with some of my athletes that are skinnier, we actually basically kind of ditched the deficit pulls due to the fact that they actually get tighter and they actually lift a little bit better. They don't necessarily lift more, but they lift a little bit better on a deficit. So we actually basically got rid of them except for assistance work, where I kind of just want them to get a little bit more hammy work and have them be bent over a little bit more. And so I will have them go from a 5 or 6 inch deficit from time to time, and it'll be for sets of 6 to 8, three sets, 6 to 8 reps, just to really blow up those hamstrings and blow up their ass. Sounds disgusting having them bent over and blow up their ass, but it's a true story. Same thing with girls, women that are smaller framed and stuff like that. The deficit pulls, they can be fantastic, but for people that are limber, people that are mobile, people that are athletic, it's not going to have the same effect as it will on a giant fat powerlifter or a big ogre like myself. So those are some things to consider. Make sure you're staying on top of that assistance work. Like I said, it's about 50-50 trade-off between the two. You want to be doing 50% of your work with a barbell and about 50% of your work without it. Embrace your fears, follow through with your dreams, and that is it from supertraining.tv. Later.